What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another review. And this is one of my most anticipated shows this year. I reacted to both the trailers, the teaser and the official trailer, and I gotta tell you straight up, this exceeded my expectations. Now, when I watched those trailers, I had this idea from what I was seeing that this was going to be a, a dark, jokey kind of a thing where it's like, oh, these beings are dropping or coming up from hell and taking you, and that's that. And it'll be crazy. You'll see all this gore and you'll see all this madness. But this show actually went beyond all of that. There's a whole lot of issues actually being discussed in this show. It's not even about that, about these beings coming over and taking you. Yeah, it's part of the show, but it's not the show. The show is all about, and from what I actually got from it, was about fear and how it's being used to manipulate people all around. How you can use religion in the wrong way. How fear can control you. And it's just done brilliantly. And there's this surprise that just, it's always there. You're always not in the know. Because the main thing, which is like, oh, who these beings are not the issue. Even though they are the issue, but it's not the issue that's being discussed. It's the people around it that are reacting to what's going on around him, and different people are taking it differently. And some are adapting to that. Oh, this is God's will, so let's just go the extreme way and be like, yeah, this is God's will, and do extreme things. And there's that discussion of extreme, whether you're left all right. It's brilliantly done. They never tell you, oh, this is the right side of it or this is the left side of it. They just show you, and it just sinks in. And another brilliant thing about the show is that there are 6 episodes, and they're just the perfect length of episodes. You don't need to have 7, you don't have to 8. They're about 50 minutes each on average, and that's it. And another brilliant thing about it is that the first half of the show, the first 3 episodes, you see a certain character arc, and you see his story. And the rest of the season is actually something else. But they're brilliantly connected together, because halfway through, there is a decision that gets made. And it's that decision that literally changes the world. And the repercussions of that decision you really see later on, and how it affects everyone. And it's amazing to see, because you can take this show apart and you can kind of relate to the real world. And that is why it's that much more meaningful. And then focus, again, is not on, oh, these creatures are going to come down and they're going to just kill this person and this person will know in advance. That part of it, they're always mentioned, they're always there in the background, as in somebody's always talking about that, because that's the whole idea of the show, that something you can't see, but different people are using that in their own way, either to manipulate or to create fear or something else. But whenever they appear, it creates that much more tension, because they're not always coming down, even though there probably are events all around, but the show doesn't always focus on those creatures, and that's the reason the show is brilliant, because it's not just pushing gore onto you, it's not just pushing all this action onto you. It keeps it focused on the characters. And just like Squid Game, this is another show I think really should go to the top, because the way it handles its characters, the way it handles all these different ideas about religious freaks and extremism and fear, and how it's just all manipulated, how media gets manipulated, and how the good people suffer or they make the wrong decisions based on the information that they're getting from the media, and the truths out there that are relayed like truths but are actual lies. And it's just horrific to see, because it's very relatable, even though it's a supernatural show in a way, but it's very real. And that is why this show works so wonderfully well that I was completely surprised. I mean, there was a point in the show I wanted to fast forward it, not because I was tired of it, because I really, really wanted to get to the end, because it was just building this tension. And that last episode is nerve-wracking, because the issue that is being handled in that episode, it's something that will get under you, and it really will. I do believe it just gets under your skin, because it's that horrific. And you start thinking about it from like episode 4. Towards the end of episode 4, there's a huge event that happens, and you just start thinking about it and all the different ways that things can go wrong. And by the last episode, you're just on the edge of your seat, waiting, and all this drama to unfold. And as it's unfolding, you're just on the edge of the seat. And by the time goes by so quick that you don't even realize, oh, the episode's done. And then when it's about to end, there is this cliffhanger that just comes at you, and it freakishly changes everything that you thought about this show. And it's brilliant. That's a cliffhanger. That is a brilliant cliffhanger. That's how you do it. Because in Squid Game, it changed the show. Whereas here, though, I think here it works because it actually is part of the show, part of the idea that is being represented, but it kind of turns that idea on its head and now gives you a different view, and you're like, well, I want that season 2 right now. And that is why I am lost for words. So I'm just going to go into the rating and give this one a 10 out of 10. Now, there is a minor hiccup in the show, and I'm not gonna take it out of the rating, because I think there probably is some issue that they couldn't use, but there is one aspect of this show. There is a certain character, and that character is CGI, and I just can't seem to think why, even when there's nothing going on and that character is on the screen, human being, why is that character a CGI? I have no idea. So I'm not going to take it out, because there probably was some kind of law or something that they couldn't use that. But there is that. And when you'll see it, you'll notice it. But it's not a big thing, because the show itself is so brilliant that I can still give that rating. So what did you all think about the show? Have you watched it? Are you planning to watch it? And if you haven't, why haven't you? Go ahead, watch it. You'll actually like it. But nonetheless, please do let me know in the comments below. And other than that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like this video and these kind of reviews, there are a whole lot of others on the channel. Please go have a watch. And yeah, take it easy, take care, and I will catch you all soon. Until then, ta-ta, ake out.